Hello beautiful people, Carl here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. And it is that time of the week, 5 releases we think you should check out this week. And we begin with extreme metal trailblazer Soulfly, who have released a tribally fueled 13th album, Chama, via Nuclear Blast Records. And lucky for some, the number 13, but certainly not for us listeners. This 13th Soulfly album is a thing of extreme beauty, metalized groove and heaviness running headfirst into tribal fury and spiritual intensity. Soulfly looking back to their roots, even with new metal bounce here and there, but infusing it with fresh touches that make it more than just another Soulfly release. You know what I mean by that too. While there aren't bad Soulfly albums per se, there are Soulfly albums that don't have much staying power. We've all heard one or two like that. Happily, this is not the case here, as Chama proves to not just be a banger Soulfly record, but a banger metal record overall. Up next, we have the British metal heavyweights Conjurer, who have released their third album, Unself, via Nuclear Blast Records. The most important Conjurer album to date? It sure feels like it, doesn't it? This band, who've always been unbelievably adept at bearing their souls, takes things to a whole new place, and in a way that matches their musical evolution. Conjurer have surveyed, Conjurer have changed, and Conjurer have grown as a band, as well as growing as individuals. The result of this is happier people, we hope, and a band transformed, sounding more comfortable than ever, and putting out some of the best music to date. Up next, it's Kingston upon Hull's premier Misery Merchants Mastiff, who are back and bringing the noise with their brand new EP and Church Road Records label debut, For All the Dead Dreams. As extreme as always, but with a bit more beat down to their name, Mastiff's new EP leans heavily and aggressively towards the hardcore scene, and with that comes some of the nastiest, ugliest and angriest music the band has put out to date, which, considering how much noise comes from this band all the time, should have you sweating a bit. Is it excitement or fear though? The Belgian psychedelic post-metal master Psychonaut return with their triumphant new album World Maker, released via Pelagic Records, delivering a post-metal masterclass while being inherently progressive and still managing to make the whole thing feel trippy. Psychonaut's new album is very special. They may never make an album like this quite again, that's how unique it is. But long-term fans won't be turned off by it either. So much of what makes them who they are is present. It's the most contemporary the band has sounded, and with that comes something truly unforgettable. Finally, the Italian melodic doom and death metal project Ars Honorica returns with the haunting new EP 2.5 Nighttime, released via Ardua Music. This is a remarkable release, produced immaculately, full of such feeling and emotion. It is something you experience rather than listen to. Clearly, Ars Honorica pack a lot of talent in vocals and musicianship, but it is the writing, the flow of songs, the attention to detail and the consistency of this EP that counts. There you have it, 5 releases released this week that we think you should be checking out. 5 bangers, and there are many, many more. You know how this goes. We can only choose 5. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.